It's the first week back for Amazon's return to office mandate, so come with me for a week as a software engineer.
The Post, a historic downtown Vancouver landmark, now houses over half of Amazon's Canadian tech talent.
Guess what? It's my first day back for the return to office mandate at Amazon. So let me just bring you up to speed. Amazon allowed remote work for about 4 years since 2020. And in September 2024, right before I started my new grad role, Amazon announced that they would be ending the remote work model. Hello, I'm currently at the office. It is the first day back in the new year, back to return to the office. There is surprisingly not that many people at the office today. I'm sure everyone's like on holiday. When I came, I was like, is it return to office? But it definitely is. I know I got a bunch of emails about it on Slack. Anyways, right now I'm writing my peer reviews. It's actually a little bit late, but I decided to do it now. And there's people walking, so I feel really self-conscious. Yeah, maybe I'll be a little less shy later. Anyways, I got this new camera. It's the DJI Osmo. Let me know what you guys think of the quality. I do feel lucky though because I live relatively close to work, and going to the office and going downtown is a really good excuse for me to get outside the house, or else I'll just stay in my room all day, and sometimes I can go a really long time without speaking to an actual human in person.
Work is bullshit. The work is mysterious and important.
Also, when you work from home, I tend to find that my work and my life get a bit more blurred together. I'm someone who will not stop working on a problem until I've fixed it. A few times I have actually solved like technical problems in my sleep, and then I'll just wake up to type it all out because I don't want to forget. So going to the office creates more of a distinction between when your work ends and your life begins. I'm curious, how does everyone feel about return to office? And if you don't work at Amazon, is your company currently using the hybrid model, and are they thinking about going into the office full time? Let me know in the comments below. I'd actually love to hear that.
We need some sort of distraction for everybody. Anything new on YouTube?
With RTO now, we have assigned seating, and for some reason, our entire org switched from the nice part of the office floor to a not so nice part. Basically, we just don't have a mountain view anymore, but it's okay because I ended up with a pretty nice seat with a window behind me. I'm thinking that I should decorate it. Definitely not as crazy as my home desk makeover. Let me know what I should add to my work desk. The office feels a little bit empty though. I guess not everyone got the memo that we're coming back to the office. I'm just kidding. I think that everyone's just still on holiday. Let's do a little recap. First day back to the office, had some reviews to write, and then also I'm gonna do my task breakdown so I can get started and hopefully get to some coding, which I'm very excited about. I love to code. I love it so much. Keep watching this video because lots of fun things are gonna happen. I'm feeling super tired today. I'm sure this return to office will take a bit of getting used to. For now, I'm gonna be heading home. Now that I started working in the corporate world, there's a little bit of a learning curve in terms of work jargon. For example, the acronym POC. This can mean a lot of things. Proof of concept, point of contact. For some reason, I find it kind of embarrassing to ask what these acronyms mean because people use it in sentences like everybody already knows what it means. So I'll just Google it or like ChatGPT it. And I recently discovered a new acronym. So in Slack messages, people will sometimes send out a message to a team saying, hey, I made this change in the pipeline, nobody touch it. A lot of the response icons would be ACK. And I was like, ACK? What the heck does that mean? When a device sends a packet of data to another device, the receiver will send back an ACK to let the sender know that they have received the packet of data. Yeah, it just means acknowledge. And it means like, I've seen your message, I've received it.
Let's chat about something I bet you have heard of, the work-life balance. Ow! Fuck!
Alright, so recently I've been super obsessed with the show Severance. I've brought it up a few times in my videos, but it is really one of my favorite shows ever, and I've watched a lot of TV. So the premise of the show is, imagine you can split your brain into two versions. One version that only exists at work and one version that exists outside of work. And neither of these two versions know about the other one. Outside in your personal life, you don't know anything about your work life. You don't know what you do, you don't know who you work with. The premise sounds really terrifying and you don't really know why anybody would get this done, but the show makes it very believable.
I've got it 96% sorted, which means I've earned 4 of the 5 tier incentives, and the finger traps that you see displayed here.
Now that I started working, there's just so many parallels between the show and like the workplace. I can see all their little reference on how the corporate world works, because first there's like these little incentives you get from completing or meeting quota. They'll get like Chinese finger traps, or they'll get like a bobblehead or something, and I think it's so funny. And I recently just made this connection. So basically in the show, all these people work for a company called Lumen, and the founder of Lumen is this guy called Kier. And Lumen prides themselves on their 9 Kier core principles. I don't remember what they are, but there's just like 9 principles, and this is really reflective of Amazon's leadership principles. I think there's like 16 leadership principles. It's just such a good show. You have to watch it. I've been recommending it to all my friends. Hi, I have a few things I need to get done today, so I got assigned this project. I was initially assigned to a few different people, but now I'm going to be the sole owner. So I have to schedule some meetings with people so I can go over what I need to do, and I think I have one of those meetings today. I just need to ask them what they were working on and what's left of their project so I can take it over. And then from that information, I am going to create a workstream doc, which just summarizes like all the work I have left to do and the estimates. Then I have to set up another meeting with my entire team and make sure that this document is approved, or everything that I wrote down is approved, and they'll add notes and feedback. So that's good. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get this workstream document done by the end of the day, do some more research on this project, and also make some code changes because I just made a CR. Okay, so that's what's on the agenda today.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug all day.
Did you ask me here for any specific reason?
This is my friend Christine's last week at work, and I wanted to hang out with her every day. I've been wanting to try this place Soda for a while. They make Korean comfort food, and it was so good. It's really sad that she's leaving, but it's also cool to know that now I have a friend in Toronto that I can visit. I'm actually planning on going to Toronto in a month, visit her, and check out the Amazon office there. I heard that it's one of the tallest buildings in Canada, which isn't saying much, but that's gonna be better than my 9th floor. That'll be pretty cool to check out. I wonder if the inside of their office is gonna look similar to the Vancouver one. It's definitely been hard to make friends at work, but after my last video, someone from my school reached out to me. She told me that she was also working downtown and would like to grab lunch sometime. So we got lunch, and she actually showed me her office downtown. It was right beside Waterfront, and I found out my mom actually works in that same building. I think we'll be meeting up again, and I'll be giving her a tour of my Amazon office. If you want to keep up with my day-to-day or reach out to me, definitely follow me on my Instagram, saralee.mp3.